this mess with Genesis, the MSS on YouTube. I must confess, unless you want to guess who's next. Anyway, go ahead. This is for what are you showing? We can't know.
I'm not gonna play the video. I'm just gonna I want to just show the screen.
No, I can't, girl. I'm
You
getting.
can't just show like a screenshot, like just a still screen. I'm not gonna play it.
I don't want to. If it's just a screenshot, don't play it.
Because no, I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play it. I want to kind of just show
Oh, you want to show the checker floor? Okay, let's show the checker.
Yeah, floor. So there's something to this whole video. The whole video is shot on a checkered floor. So to me, it's interesting. So he's dancing around in this kind of fruity way. And it's he's Michael Jacksoning, he's Muhammad Aliing, he's a slave. But all the whole video is done on this checkered floor. So do you think this is some kind of Masonic ritual that's happening here, or what?
Anytime you see a checkered floor, it's a Masonic ritual. Anytime. And for me, that could be something that's innocuous or malicious. But anytime you see a checkered floor, it's a message. Oh, yeah. Anytime.
Yeah, see, it's all throughout the video. This checkered floor is all throughout the video.
And other things.
Even as a slave, or they probably just only had one place to be able to do this at, but I don't think it's by chance. The whole thing is on the checkered
floor. No, it's the checkered floor.
Everything is on the checkered floor.
And this is an initiation, but I've never seen him
here. This is Africa, but there is something to this whole checkered floor thing. It went from the Michael Jackson on the checkered floor to
Michael Jackson is also some significance. There's some significance in the Michael Jackson.
Right. And then what do you think also about Muhammad Ali? Kind of
him too.
And then it's he's doing these moves. Why did they choose this position?
That was so bad.
Yeah, and he's thrusting up. But if you actually look at it, it looks like a ram.
But look how skinny his thighs are. Goddamn.
I'm trying to be deep about it. I'm trying to get deep about it. But this, if you look at it, it's horns, and then it's the eyes.
Oh, actually, stop right there. Yes, it's the Baphomet.
Yep.
Because those are the horns, his legs. And then the face, let me get this on the big screen real quick. That's what you just said. Yeah. We think it's his body, but really it is the symbol. It's symbolizing the Baphomet or the goat. And he's saying, there's the horns. Here are the what do you say? The face. Let me get the Baphomet out right now. So let me just put this up and let's get Baphomet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Baphomet, I know y'all don't want to hear this, but that they when the Knights Templar were fighting against the Muslims, they heard the Muslims saying in the name of Muhammad, or they were like Muhammad, and then the French, they misunderstood it as Baphomet, and so that's where that word Baphomet comes from. And then they worshipped the god of they started to worship that god from the Middle East. But then Eliphas Levi came in and he did Egypt. So you see these side things, these are the ears. Here is the ear, the horns. Here are the eyes. And these are the ears. Watch this. Let me show you. Y'all are like, whatever. Y'all are on some crazy shit.
No, this is the eyes right here. One eye, two eye. The horns going down like this. Wearing black, this like this. And then, I don't know what that is, but
look at Baphomet right here. See? Those are the ears. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, you guys. Hold on, you gals. See? Same thing. Horns. And right here, you see this right here. The this was a drawing. Now, this right here is
we can't see it. It's not on
My
this.
bad, because I don't know why it didn't used to do that, but now I have to put that up. Sorry. Okay, so let me show you something. You guys can see it smaller than me, but okay, so excuse me, everyone. Okay, so you see the horns are obviously here, right? And then we got this on top of the head. That is the light. That's the torch, because Baphomet is drawn by Eliphas Levi, and he saw this is his depiction of what the Knights Templar said. But Baphomet, by the Knights Templar, stay with me. That Baphomet was the one of the gods who is the Lucifer's light giver, right? So see the ears, and you see this symbol right here in the head. That is actually this is the symbol of the Church of Thelema. That's not originally on the head of the Baphomet. It's more like a pentacle, but this isn't a pentacle. This is the symbol of Eliphas. Of Aleister Crowley's Thelema. But anyway, I want you to see the ears. Y'all see the symbol here that it was the pentacle, but this is the symbol of the Church of Thelema. We got the horns and that. Okay, so let's go back to this guy, Genesis. Everybody sees that, right? Check this out, y'all. Look at this. Let me stop sharing this.
And it's in black and white. What's up with the black and white? Something to that too.
Black and white. Check it out. Look, horns. This area right here is where the pentacle or where that symbol is, right? We get down to the ears, and this is the chin. And of course, we can figure the eyes are here. Look at that. This is all, you called it. I think you called it way before me. Oh, shit. He said we can't see. Why?
That was earlier. He probably couldn't.
Oh, okay. All right. So you can see it. Okay. That's exactly what it is. See? So you already know those who see with eyes. So this is it. So let's see.
So this is a humiliation ritual.
Humiliation to us, yes, and humiliation is a part of what when we look at initiation into the Masons, because they say Christ was humiliated, and the also the widow's son, who is still Christ, by the way. So they say the initiation is a humiliation ritual, but that is to bring him into Christ and into God status. So let's look at let's take a look at that, if you don't mind. I just want to pull up you can comment a little more if you want, obviously, but I'm going to get up the information on that.
And it's interesting that he's using images. So I think this is him as an artist, I guess, and it's. Hold on. Is there like a chain or
before
something?
you bring that? I just want to quickly not get off of that because I got to talk about Hiram Abiff. I'm not anti-masonry. I'm gonna let you know that right now, y'all.
Yeah, no, this is just like, but you got to understand symbolism when it's just sitting.
Oh yeah, the symbol it's there.
And wait a minute, what is this? Wait, okay,
no, because I'm against what he's doing.
What is this right here? What is this? It's a ghost or something? What is this like?
That's actually great that you showed that, because look, for me, when I saw it, the chair turned over sideways, and that covering, that is also part of a initiation ritual.
Yeah, so I didn't know. I don't know. What is that? What is that?
White. I feel like it's something to do with the hangman and into like the when you know the hood isn't just KKK. So in masonry, I got to look at it a little more. But before we move to that, keep it on that.
And it starts off saying the Most High. That's another thing.
Yeah.
It starts off saying the Most High.
And of course the 6.
Wait, where's that? The Most High, but it's crossed out. The Most High is crossed out.
Actually, just the most is crossed out.
Oh, it says co-directed and choreographed by.
Choreographed by who?
The Most High.
What the hell?
Maybe there's like a person called the Most High.
Okay, before you do that though, hold on. You jumping in, you getting us into too many pools with drowning. We got.
I'm sorry. This whole thing is just weird to me. I'm like, what is
Okay,
going
stay right there too. Even with him in this pose, Michael Jackson, who I love, Michael, rest in peace. He did so much. They told him, okay, we want you to do dance moves that relate to this. He studied Aleister Crowley. He promoted Aleister Crowley, the moonwalk, which wasn't his original dance, but it's like the backward moving. He is claiming to be the Messiah in his music. Okay, okay.
on?
Okay, but thank you so much for that, Afu Nation.
Like, so his other music that he has out, like he said he's the Messiah.
I don't
And
know, but
here's the whole thing: is he did a whole show with Kirk Franklin where he. That's what I'm saying. It's interesting. He went from sitting at the table with all these like Christian people, and then he was like the voice of reason in this whole interview that he did. Right? He was the one that was like kind of on some like, no, it's all about this, and and I'm like, man, who is this? This, he actually has some sense about him. So for him to actually go from that to a video that looks like it's almost like a joke, right? Like almost like a humiliation kind of a joke. But this looks like an eye. It looks like a pupil of an
yeah,
eye.
but Genesis, hold on. We got to get the knowledge in here a second. I love your fire and you're moving forward, but you're you're a locomotive, and I'm trying to do just a little freight train, a little tiny move, and you're going too fast right now. So can you let hold that thought? Let's stop sharing this for 1 second, okay? Because I want to go back, because you're talking about initiation ritual. This isn't going to take long, but I need to give people the background. A lot of people already know about this, but some of them don't.
Oh,
So,
he's signed to death row.
huh?
He's signed to death row. Interesting.
I saw the necklace, the death row, and I have my own personal death row stories with my family. My cousin, her husband, since she's like 50, she's 56, 57, 50, 59. My cousin she's married to, when I say married, I'm like, she's married to Mark Jordan. He is DJ Pooh, and he was signed to death row. I'm gonna give you the background on that with Suge, who I met a couple times, and so there's a lot of shit going on with death row. But I digress. Let me read this right now, y'all. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna share it. It won't take long. We got to keep the knowledge in here because we're talking about initiation rituals, Masons, but we want to just give a little historical background. Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna tell you about that. Peace of Santa Phoenix. Okay, so let's see. Peace of Santa Phoenix and everybody. So let's read this. The Masonic legend of Hiram Abiff. That is the widow's son. When we look at these rituals, a lot of them are Masonic, but the core of it also, we want to look at the widow's son, who is supposedly Hiram Abiff, who did business with King Solomon, allegedly, in the story. The legend of Hiram Abiff, as related in Anglo-American Masonic jurisdiction, underpins the third degree and first appearance in the early 1720s. Underpins it. Doesn't mean that's when Hiram Abiff came to be, because Hiram Abiff is said to be during the time of Solomon, pre-Christ, okay? That's BCE. So I just want to make that clear because it's a little confusing. We are doing Wikipedia. So in general, it starts with his arrival in Jerusalem, talking about Hiram Abiff. So now we're going back BCE. Even if you don't have to believe in the Bible. This is the story, okay? Don't get triggered if you are. Let's stay with us, okay? Stay with us. In general, it starts with his arrival in Jerusalem, Hiram Abiff, and his appointment by Solomon as chief architect and master of works at the construction of Solomon's temple. So see, here's the master mason. The master mason is Hiram Abiff. He's the first mason. He built the temple of the Most High. And why is this relevant? Whether you believe it or not, the Knights Templar are based in this particular story because they went to the Middle East to guard Christians who went to the motherland on their pilgrimage, but they also were searching for they were searching for the Temple of Solomon so they can get all of the relics and everything that was there in the temple. And also the Freemasons are tied to the Knights Templar because the Knights Templar, when they were under they were being persecuted and executed, they fled to Scotland. I'm almost done, but this is facts, and you got to know this. They fled to Scotland, and they took refuge in the Freemasons Lounge, or the Freemasons Lodge. Excuse me, I said lounge. Sorry, y'all. Freemasons Lodge, and from that moment on, they were merged, so to speak, into, and their doctrine, their metaphysical doctrine, their spiritual doctrine was merged with Freemasons, who are architects, master builders. So now we got that out the way, right? As the temple is nearing completion, Solomon, as chief master of works, this is Hiram Abiff, the widow's son, at the construction of his temple. As the temple is nearing completion, 3 fellow craft masons from the workforce ambushed Hiram Abiff. Persecution. Here comes Genesis. Now you can see humiliation ritual.
Right. Persecution, humiliation. Right.
Yes. Ambush him. Leave the building. Okay. Demanding the secrets of the master mason. Are you the Christ? I want to correlate this to Christ, the story of Christ. Are you the Christ? Hiram is challenged by each in turn, just like with the Pharisees in the story. At each refusal to divulge information, Christ didn't really answer. He's like, you said it, I didn't. His assailants strike him with the mason tool. Does Christ get struck? I have to show you how this story of Christ is so juxtaposed to this, that there is a lot of masonry in the background of the story of Christ. He is injured by the first 2 assailants and struck dead by the last. Christ in the interrogation, he is injured by the first Pharisee. Pharisee strikes him. That's the first one, right? Then he is beaten by the group of soldiers and before they put the crown on him, right? So that's the second. Those are the first 2 assailants, and the last is struck dead at the crucifixion. See how it's correlating to the story of the crucifixion. I'm almost done. I'm gonna hand it over to you, Genesis. So his murderers, this is Hiram Abiff, though. This is not Christ. And these rituals that you see are based. See, this guy, I'm letting you know the mind of these people. They're like, oh, we know that it's really about Christ. They think that it's evil, but we know it's this and this, da, 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 da. Get it? It's a secrecy. So his murderers hide his body under a pile of rubble. Christ goes into the tomb of rock, returning at night to move the body outside the city, where they buried it in a shallow grave marked with a sprig of acacia. As the master is missed the next day, Solomon sends out a group of fellow craft masons to search for him. The loose acacia is accidentally discovered. The body is exhumed to given a decent burial. Same situation. See, on this one, though, Christ, it's not about a resurrection physically of the body, but keep listening. The hiding place of the 3 ruffians is also discovered, and they are brought to justice. Solomon informs his workforce that the secret word of a master mason is now lost. Okay, he replaces it with a substitute word, which is considered a secret mason. Now I'm gonna leave that, and I'm gonna go give this to Genesis, because you see the secrecy is the power of what they do, like the secrecy that they do. So this thing that you're looking at here, there's so much secrecy in it. Go ahead, Genesis. I just wanted to show.
I'm going to show you this real quick too. So you notice that picture is purple. In masonry, the color purple is primarily significant as a symbol of union and harmony, formed from the combination of blue and red, which represent ancient craft and royal arch masonry, respectively. It also represents high honor, dignity, and royalty, as seen in certain degrees in officer regalia. Historically, its association with royalty and antiquity has also influenced its symbolism. So there's something to also, like, it's not just only about the image, which actually, if you actually look at the image, if you It looks like an eyeball, like a eye, like the pupil in the middle, and then like an eye. You know,
Right. Genesis, real quick. I'm not taking the mic. I just want to show this. You showed the purple. I want to show Christians how much it's tied into Christianity, because many Christians don't know this. But when you said the purple, look at this, everybody. I'm gonna add this right back. Damn, sorry. You said purple, but Christ is draped in purple during that scene, which is juxtaposed and correlates with the story of Hiram Abiff. And look at this, John 19:5. Then came Yahushua forth, wearing the crown of thorns and the what? What does that say, Genesis? The what? You see it? I'm gonna let you say
see your
it.
screen. I can only see my screen.
Oh, you can't see my screen?
You got to share your
Damn,
screen.
y'all, I'm tripping. Why is it doing that? Do it again. Oh, God, let me take yours down. Okay. What does it say? Read that for me.
Then came Jesus forth, wearing the crown of thorns and the purple robe, and Pilates saith unto them, Behold the man.
Okay, there you go. He's saying, here is Hiram Abiff. So look at this. Purple. That's all I wanted to show. Like, it is definitely tied into the Bible and Christianity. But
So
you were saying about
you see a video, you see a person dancing like a clown, but if you look deeper, you'll see something way more extra going on. But I'm not sure. Do you think that he is aware of all the symbolism, or do you think the people that are around him put this symbolism in this and he's unaware? What do you
he's
think?
aware because, see, he somehow at some point started in a path of studying to become a Mason. Again, nothing's evil about being a Mason. What's evil is the intention behind these people who are exploiting him and exploiting slavery. They need that power. They need to sensationalize. They exploit the blood of the slave. They exploit the blood of the boxer, who is also a slave. The black athlete is a modern day slave. So the answer to me is yes, he only knows a certain level because he's not a master Mason. He's aspiring to reach master Mason, but guess what happens to all of these men who sell out? Michael Jackson, Muhammad Ali, Prince, Bill Cosby. What happens to them, y'all? They always get what? They become the hangman. They always become the hangman. So let me summer jam this and let you address what the brother says right here. And I'm going to get that information on the hangman and Osclam Infame. Definitely Osclam Infame. See, some people, a lot of our audience, they are very familiar with a lot of this information. But go ahead, Genesis. I'm gonna go ahead and get
What
this.
is Osculum Infame? I never heard of it. The kiss of shame. The eyeball. Oh, that's interesting.
No, but I'm gonna get this is more information on on the Mason, the Freemasonry. And I do want to say this again and again. I keep repeating, being a Freemason isn't evil. It's just like saying people who do voodoo, you can't say, oh, all voodoo is done for evil. But there are people who do evil things, meaning harmful things that are not, they're doing it to harm people. There's Christians who do evil things, right? They do it to harm people. So Freemasonry, the more esoteric something is, the more arcane something is, the deeper that it is hidden, and the deeper it's hidden and what it actually is that is hidden, the gem that is buried. When you dig it, the digging of it is an energy that you should know, because you practice voodoo. There's an energy that comes with the search or the working at it. And those who actually work at it, that's an energy. You're working at discovering it, like what we're doing right now, but we're not doing it with an intention to harm. So we're working at the discovery in every single thing, even when people are studying the Bible or studying whatever. But when you're working at something spiritual to find out, what happens is there's an energy that is created, or that's brought in, drawn in, because energy isn't actually created, it's drawn in. And then when it's drawn in, it's given out in an evil way for the bad intention, or it's given out to correct and to repair and protect. So while we're digging and we're looking into Freemasonry and everything right now, we are actually, it's like a ritual, but our ritual is to do good, not to harm. So it's hidden deeper and deeper, so we can, whoever knows it can actually build the energy up to make it work. I know y'all think she's crazy, but I'm telling the truth. It's like these things that are esoteric that we're looking at. You said you never knew about Osculum Infame. These things are done for whoever searches it out. If you use it for good intention in the search, then good will come for it. But if you're one of those initiated who is using him as a black man, as a puppet, you're using it for the destruction of him and everyone that follows him. Now, let me shut up for a minute. Go ahead. Y'all got that, right? Okay.
Before we go further, I just also wanted to show this image right here because right before he did this video came out. This is what, see, NLE Chopper goes off on fake Christians during Kirk Franklin podcast. So he actually began to question the church on this podcast, right? And it was called, and the actual podcast is called Den of Kings.
Wait, we need to look at that. But I don't know. I don't want to get demonetized.
Right, but I'm just letting you know that. So before this video came out, that's why I was surprised to see that type of video where he's like dancing a certain way, because when he seemed so intelligent on this podcast that I was like, what? When he did that video, I said, what is going on? What? And I never listened to his music, but I just saw him on here. I knew he was a young rapper, but me as an older woman, not really into the most recent rap culture, this is my first time actually hearing him speak, and I was like, wow, he's very well spoken. And then to see him do a video like this where he's like kind of dancing a certain way, and I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? So it was very confusing. Getting back to this. So the first thing,
So let's talk about the hangman and different, like, the signs of distress, everything.
Tear over. So
the kiss, the forbidden kiss of shame, or the actually.
And there's also a gun in there too. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, that actually is so symbolic because they focus on it too. It's not about killing like we think. It's not unaliving, I should say. I don't want to get on my.
It was it was just random. It didn't even make any sense. It wasn't pointed at nobody. It just, so it's a lot of like symbolism in this video if you don't pay attention to it.
So do you want me to bring up this? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say I can bring up this information.
Balls back here, like you got a big old booty or something. No,
who?
Can you see the picture?
No.
You don't see how this picture is framed right here?
Hold on, girl. You're starting to talk. Don't you know?
Like, I mean, do you notice how that's like?
So guess what? You're right. But you know why? As we're laughing. But let me say this. This is talking about when the brother was also, he's not the witch's kiss is a little bit more. I don't want to do an injustice to witches, but the witch's kiss, which is Osculum Infame, like Christ got the witch's kiss from Judah. But so there are things that I don't want to tie in like, oh, it's so evil. But I do want to say, when you do say the eye of Ra that they talk about in the Church of Thelema, the butt is very do you say sacred, right?
Sacral,
the sacral root of the chakra, the sacral area where all those nerve endings are, and of course we've got that.
I don't think that any of these shots were done by chance. Why is
no, this is talking about the sacred butt, like that area. That's what that is.
Yeah, like
sacred.
why are those balls there in that location? That's weird, you know?
No, because when you do the editing, you would have said, "Oh, I can't put this in here because it looks like that." But they put it there, and not just that. Wait, that old box next to it.
Right.
That
What is
that
that
could be
about?
a lot of things. That could be the cube of the Kaaba. That could be the Kaaba stone, the worship of the builder, the cornerstone. In fact, if you go down on that, no pun pause, no pun intended. If you go down, you can see like how you said nothing's accidental. You've been on a set before, like that part, that little patch that makes me like think like, oh, they're really saying focus on the cornerstone, focus on the cornerstone.
Oh,
And
right, at the bottom where it's like a black on the bottom.
yeah, and the master builder says, I'm going to get the scripture too. You, if you want to see
Probably
Freemason,
Pandora's box. Interesting.
Pandora's box is before it was thought up before the Gospels of Christ, but it's all talking about the cube. And even we talk about the Saturn, the cube, but I digress. We're sticking with the Freemasonry, with the checkered floor, the sacral bund, the butt, the behind. And then we've got that cornerstone at the bottom. And let me show you the scripture. I was going to get the witch's kiss, but see, you be moving too fast for me, girl. You're moving fast. So here is the cornerstone. Christ says, and it's even in the Old Testament too. He says that the cornerstone was rejected from the master builder. What is master builder? It is Freemasonry, right? Or no? Am I wrong? I could be.
Yeah, master builder is for me. Yeah, it is.
So we got this in Psalms, but then we also have it in Matthew 21:42. I am going to screen share this really quickly because we want to show that this isn't just something where we're just sitting here making up. This is stuff that's actually correlating to not only Freemasonry, but the Freemasonry that's written into the New Testament. Okay. Here it is.
Ben stone. What is the Ben stone? What is that?
I think I've heard of that before. You got to refresh my memory on that one. I have heard Ben is son, so I don't know what Ben in Hebrew. Okay, so look at this here. So we have Psalm 118, 22, verse 22. Psalm chapter 118, verse 22. I'm going to put it up here. And it says, come on, I'm adding it to the stage. Why when I stop sharing that?
You know what? It does look like a triangle facing down. Actually, that little black area on the side of that stone right there.
I'm going to go back and look at that. I just want to read this right here. Keep people in the loop about the cornerstone. Psalm 118, verse 22. And it says, it says, the stone which the builder refuses is a biblical reference found in Psalm 118:22 of King James, and it describes the rejection of the stone by builders. We're talking about masons, and its eventual transformation into a cornerstone of a building. This metaphor is often used to refer to Jesus Christ, who was rejected by the builders of the world, but became the cornerstone of Christian faith. The verse emphasizes the importance of faith and divine plan. Okay, but guess what? Let's keep moving down and see how the Bible actually correlated this to Christ's actual words. Matthew. Oh my God.
So what is the odds that he's going to do a show called Den of Kings, rejecting Christian church a week?
Yes, girl, talk that talk.
A week before he puts this video out.
No, and then no. I want you to talk to us more about how he talked about religion. So here we go. Here's Matthew 21:42. Jesus said unto them, Did ye never read the scripture, the stone which builders rejected, same has become the head cornerstone. This is the Lord's doing, and it's marvelous in our eyes. So I just want to show that. Stop sharing it. So the things we are seeing from this guy, add back to the stage, there's so many hidden. Come on in. Come on in. There's so many hidden. Oh, we're gonna get. There's some good. Oh my gosh, obelisk.
This is a triangle right here. That's a triangle at the
Tell me
corner.
where you're looking. Oh, at the end, at the bottom.
Yeah, it's facing. I don't know if it's facing to the down or
Oh, you're talking on this side.
on the bottom. That like triangle on the this looks like it's just a black like
The
thing.
black thing that I said, yeah, that's the triangle.
Yeah.
This is a right triangle. It's like, and you know what? Even that is a chematic. Well, that's Masonic because we have the right triangle. It's 90 degrees, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I mean, no, I take that back. The right triangle is not 90 degrees,
Well,
but there's a 90-degree angle. It's
Yeah.
a 90-degree angle in there, but we're talking about, remember, 90-degree angle, right? No pun intended. 90-degree, get it? 90-degree angle, right? I'm the cornball. Y'all don't get it. Do you get it? 90-degree angle? Because it's a right angle. Okay, anyway. So
No, what do you mean? So this is like, yeah.
how many degrees? Because remember, we're talking about masonry, right? How many degrees is a right triangle? I kind of know this, but I don't like it. Had in total, guess how many degrees it is? It is 180 degrees. We got that 9, right? Because we got the 3, the 6, and the 9. But I'm not doing Tesla. I'm talking about Freemasonry. We got the 3, the 6, the 9, and the 11. So yeah, that's not only just a triangle, it is a right triangle. This is the triangle of justice, the cornerstone. It's right. It's 180 degrees, which is the ascended master, the first level though. So they're not even saying that Christ is the ascended master. They're saying the first level. 90 degrees represent upright. There you go. Upright and square, upright and just. See? So this is awesome that we're looking at this. Thank you, Silent K. See, it says there it is. You see the triangle isn't just any triangle. It's not isosceles. It is a right triangle. Let's look what Padmos says. Padmos says the Bin stone is a sacred pyramid-shaped capstone in ancient Kemetic mythology. Thank you. In Egyptian mythology, it symbolizes the primeval mound from which life emerged. That would be, I know that story from Ra. No, not Ra. Amun. The word Bin means to shine. And then it says what the coloration. Wow, thank you. Okay.
Hey, and you know what I'm gonna do? Can you hear this? Hold on.
But are you seeing how deep that is? No pun intended.
Yeah, it is deep. Can you hear this? I'll play this.
Don't play anything. Genesis, please don't play anything.
Could you couldn't hear it? No, I'm saying you couldn't hear it when I was playing it.
No, don't play it anyway. Just tell me what it is.
So basically, he was saying he didn't like the fact that they praised the sun.
Oh, the guy? Are you talking about that guy?
Yeah.
You could probably show his interview. Damn, I don't want to lose the chat.
It's only like a short. It's not. I'm not playing the whole thing. It's
just do it on your phone, and we'll do fair use. Can you like put it on your phone or something or?
Oh, I thought you'd be able to hear. You know what? Put something over it, and I'll.
Yeah. Okay. But you know what? Yeah, I will put something over it.
Yeah.
Y'all don't forget tomorrow or today. I should say tomorrow. Today, Sonnetter is going to have Professor Jabari sitting down with Tahuti, teacher Tahuti, and I think he calls himself Baba Tahuti. All right, so go ahead, Genesis, but make sure it's behind the wall, and don't play it longer than even though I said just do 30 seconds and pause it, okay?
And they may be controversial.
Oh wait, stop. Can you also speed it up?
It's a short, so I don't know how to speed up a short. Hold on.
Go ahead.
But it's only like 30 seconds. So
Go ahead.
A lot of people may say this and may say that. I don't like, let me say it in a manner to where it's extremely intelligent. In Christianity, it's a thing where people praise the Son more than they praise the Father.
Pause
And
it.
that's what I don't like.
Okay.
Pause it. That might have been the end, but I can tell he has a New Orleans accent. So he is definitely dabbling in some occult rituals, some Christianity mixed with Freemasonry, mixed with voodoo, mixed with Santeria. I can hear that accent. That accent. I really like it. That is a New Orleans or a Louisiana accent. So go on.
Because if we are man made in a likeness, Jesus is our brother. You get what I'm saying? Why would I drop down and praise my brother instead of praising my father? And that goes back to honoring your parents.
Correct me if I'm wrong, and I need your help on this. You weren't raised in church, were you?
My grandmother on my dad's side took my pops to church 3 to 4 times a week, sometimes 2 times a day.
What about you?
I'm a product of that.
Okay.
Okay, pause it because I really don't want to lose the
me.
chat. Let me hear some commentary from you because I don't want to have to like cut that
right,
out.
all right, so okay. Do you hear how well spoken he is?
Baba Saba, thank you, Padmos.
When you hear his voice, and if you were actually to see his body language and how he's speaking, you would not expect him to do a video where he's dancing like Michael Jackson. He's twerking his neck and doing all this other crazy look like movements, like how he's doing. To the average eye, they're just making fun of the fact that he's dancing like kind of zesty looking. But deeper is like, one thing is he did this interview speaking about the Christian church and how he feels like you should be worshiping God instead of the da da da. And he's speaking like this, and then next thing you know, he's doing a video like that.
And also, I want to add, thank you for saying that, and I want to add this. Even that's more Freemason, that's more Masonic, because Christ is your brother, especially not only as Freemasons, but that is my leaning. I lean toward that as well. Christ is my brother who shows me the way. Christ stands in the position that he makes himself equal to me. Christ does. Christ, the thing in Freemasonry, see how quickly I'm going into Freemasonry. That is what it says. You want to become the ascendant master. You have that ability. Where in the garden, the Elohim, representing so-called God, are saying you will never be like us. That is actually anti-Freemason. Freemason, it says to ascend to God. And so Christ tells you, you can be God. So I'm just going to park my car and say, listen, this brother is talking. Even right here, he's being esoteric. He's being clandestine. He's being telling us a message without telling us a message. This is already the beginning of his ritual. He's saying Christ is our brother. I'm a Freemason. So
what is the odds that he would do this on a show called Den of Kings on a Christian? Because Kirk Franklin is the person that's throwing this, and all the people that were surrounding him were Christians. He said the dude Mayor or whatever, he was the one who played on Lovecraft County. He's married to Megan Good. He asked him, have you read the Bible? And he said yes. And he says, read it again. So they were kind of being Mayor, the dude that's married to Megan Good, says
the one who had that controversy.
Yes, he asked him and NLE, the person that we're watching the video of.
But I'm saying, are you talking about the guy who had the one Caucasian girlfriend that said he beat her?
Yes, he asked.
And guess what? I don't want to cut you out. I always thought he did a humiliation ritual with that.
Maybe that whole Den of Kings was a setup to, or maybe because something is up to the fact that he sounded more intelligent than all the grown-ups that were at the table. He's like 20 years old or something like that. Or
But when
20.
you say Den of Kings, guess what? That goes back to the Knights Templar.
Really?
Yes, because they not only were they searching for the how do you say, Solomon's key, or actually the relics of Solomon himself, who is the highest king. They also became the Den of Kings, where they brought all those relics back, and they started to secretly worship Baphomet, and they did not give they didn't even tell the church, they didn't tell the king. They kept it to themselves because they believed they were the ascended masters, the ascended kings, and they hid things in their so-called den, in their lodge. And this is where we can link it to even that name, Den of Kings. Was it explicitly called the Knights Templar Den of Kings? No, but I will get the information for you. You know, we source up or shut up over here. I'll get the information for you and show that they had a secret location that they would meet up and use all those relics from Solomon's den. The King Solomon's den. They brought them to their place in Europe from the Middle East, or from the East, I should say. And then they brought basically the church to Europe in their mind, and that was their den, their hideout, where they would worship Baphomet, and then they become the ascended masters, the kings. Whew. So yeah, that's the.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
The ritual started, probably the initiation probably started with that interview,
Mm-hmm.
and then moved into the video, and then who knows where it's going to go from there, you know?
Yeah. And no, it 100% starts right where you started.
Like a billionaire or something like that. Great.
Say it again. Say it again.
Probably going to become a billionaire, you know, because maybe
he may, or he may just become super famous.
Well, he already is. He already is.
My father away from the church. He's saying God is his father away from the church, or who? See,
no, I think he was saying that going to church every single day made his father get further away from the church.
Let's take that down.
Well, let me go back to the video. So hold on.
That's crazy. What video?
All right, so let's go further. Now it goes into the Muhammad Ali scene. And
wait, there's still some meat on this bone. We need to still cover. We didn't even show the hangman. We didn't show this. We need to show the sacral chakra. We need to show a couple things.
The hangman was taking over the chair, right? And then there's this white.
I want to get. I already know that let me get to the camera here. So in the Knights Templar, my brother is actually he's a part. Well, I'm not gonna say it on this one, but in the Knights Templar, they were commissioned by the church, to the Catholic Church, to guard people who wanted to go on a pilgrimage to see the place of Christ, Christ's birth, we're what we call Israel, that area. When people from Europe would go there, they would get robbed, they would get killed. So then they needed security, and the church said, we commissioned the Knights Templar to go over there. When the Knights Templar started to go over there, they then took up a holy war. Of course, that's not the only reason. It's not because they went over there. They had a holy war against Islam. People were getting injured, and so they had the Knights Templar, and then the doctors who would take care of the people who got injured were called the Knights Malta. Knights Templar, I'm going all the way around, because when we look at this particular thing that you're looking at, let me get it. Can you share it again? You showed something. Oh, thank you. Okay. When we look at this, he's doing a couple of things. He's got the belt. He's whipping. And for me, I think that has to do with the spanking and the hazing in masonry.
Yep.
But this white here is in the church. This isn't something evil. The hood is actually, this is a type of ritual where the men are hooded within the Catholic Church. I will show you the background on that. The chair for me makes me feel, it gives me hangman, but that's just from my gut. It could be something way deeper. Let me hand it over to you. Maybe there's something you want to look into. But
you know, I didn't even you caught something I didn't even realize until you said it. So I don't have nothing to say about this thing.
What? Tell me.
I didn't even notice that. I was like, what?
What you not notice?
White. I was like, what, you know, when you watch the video, then when I stopped it here, I'm like, okay, why would this be here? See, that. Why would that be there? You know what I'm saying? Why would this white thing be just over here for no reason? Yes. There's no purpose of it. So therefore, you know, it's there for a reason to represent something. So
yeah. So we're going to look at that. The origin, I like to take it back to Freemason because Freemasonry, because before Freemasonry, there was Knights Templar. They brought all the occult rituals and all the magic and alchemy, so to speak, to Freemasons. Freemasons were just actual construction workers, but they had a great camaraderie.
Wait, there's a person right here.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. I can't see.
Looking a person? Hold on. Wait, because if we go back, there's a person right here. Is he himself? And then see, one thing about this video. All right, so let me go back. Hold on. One thing about this video is that there's a person here. See? And he's bent over and he's whipping him. And it looks like there's something right here. I don't know what that is right here. But see this? It's a bent over person. He's whipping him.
I know there was somebody bent over.
And then somehow it turns into a chair.
Yeah, that's crazy. That might be him himself. Real quick, we're all over the place, but I got to show you this. Before I forget, let me just show you this. This is what I know. This is okay. So, oopsie. So on this that I'm screen sharing, god dang, it's not going to show. Okay, these are called capirote or capirote or capirote. So these are the guys who are the ones that you see. See, before the KKK was doing that, people think, oh, the KKK started that. That's a ritual they're doing in the KKK. Listen, the capirote or capirote, whatever you want to say, is a Christian pointed hat of conical form used in Italy. These particular men, they're wearing this, okay? And they're in the confraternity of penitents. Penitents are also capirote, or they wear the capiro. Confraternities. What does confraternities mean, everybody? Brotherhoods, right? Brotherhoods of Freemasonry. Confraternities of penitents, or penitents, yes, are Christian religious congregations with statutes prescribing various penitential works. They are especially popular in Catholic Church. Members of the confraternities of penitents practice mortification of the flesh. See, that's what I was going to get to. They said it before I could. When you hear penitence and mortification of the flesh, they also do flatulence. You see him. You see this picture of him bleeding? You see him bleeding?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What is that? What is that?
In the video, you'll see blood. In the video. Yeah, there's actual video.
What is that called? That's also called a humiliation ritual. Get it? Hazing, beating. He's saying, I am a part of the Freemasonry, but people say, oh, Freemasonry is not religious, da-da-da. You don't know the background of Freemasonry then, because Freemasonry is showing, it's based in a, not, but what we're looking, oh, damn. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you froze a little bit, but we're good.
Go ahead. Anyway, what we're looking at is a lot of rituals. Dang. Oh, Even those guys look like hooded men over there to me, but and why do they have these two balls instead of just one?
Right. 2 circles. I don't know what that means, but
Why
that
would they have two orbs? There's a lot of symbolism. Why would they have that dusty, ancient looking cube?
but this guy right here has a rope around this guy.
That's a hangman. See, that's something's wanting us to really show that information. So I'm gonna get back to the hangman. And so first off, when he was talking about the forbidden
See,
kiss,
if y'all don't see it, there's like a rope going around this guy. He has it in 2 of his hands, and he's holding the rope. And
So-
he's supposedly like jumping rope, but there's no rope in his hand.
wow, okay.
He has the rope, but he doesn't have a rope. That's weird. Like, oh my god, like what?
And what is the hangman? We're talking about humiliation, obedience. Let me get this.
But what is it to be jumping rope with no rope?
I don't know.
He doesn't have the rope. The rope is over here. He has the rope. He's just got like the handles in his hand, like he's jumping rope.
Maybe because they're saying, oh, the guy over there has the rope. So those who know, why don't I have the rope? Because the rope is over there and that's the hangman. So I want to show the symbolism.
And there's also something too about him. You see how he's stationed in between black and white. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
How his feet are.
Mm-hmm.
He's right between.
Because he hasn't yet stepped into his even for me right now, he's at apprenticeship. He's showing his apprenticeship right now, and the humiliation ritual, what I showed to correlate with the penitence and the capirote, the brotherhood of penitence, of humiliation. I want to show hangman, but I'd like some of these are just trying to talk about the tarot cards, which is irritating me. Because hangman is not just tarot cards. In fact, it was way before tarot cards. The haunting legacy of the hangman.
That's one of his dance signature. What dance signature is jumping rope without no rope? Like what's his dance signature?
I don't know, but I do know that
it's no coincidence that he's standing in between a white checker box and a black checker box. It's like all this stuff is done this is not by just random occurrence. You know, everything is very strategically placed. And the way that this video is shot, and there's something right here. I see that the cube, this is something, this corner, hold on, check this out. Hold on.
let me get the hangman to get it out the way. I just want to show the
If you notice this cube right here is,
are you showing something?
if you yeah.
Hold on.
If you notice this I'm gonna point to it.
Hold on.
This block right here is missing a square right here.
What's weird is like everything about the hangman is like Freemasonry.
No, look, Napah. This right here is missing and you can tell they drew this in. That didn't exist. This is missing.
Oh, that one. Right. Let's see. I'm gonna look at. I'm thinking that is more like that because the mat is on there too. See the mat?
Is there a mat there? But why would it be put like that?
Somebody. I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's wrong or that it's not intentional, but for me, somebody just.
That might have been a mistake. You think?
They look like but that's a good eye though. But that's a good eye.
I'm a graphic designer, so I know this is like oh.
No, that was a good eye. But I don't know for sure. It could be for me. That's like okay, what is that? But I don't. Let me just share this, y'all. That's good that you're analyzing it like that. Now, Freemasonry, the hanged man symbolizes discipline, submission, and absolute duty. he's in a humiliation ritual. Now, of course, it's not going to be just him hanged, but I will say that this is symbolizing that scene with that guy. Definitely, that guy is hanged. It represents idea of punishment for those who violate the law, and it also represents elevation for those who understand it. He wants to be elevated. The hanged man is often associated with the square and the compass. We're seeing the square. Let's look for that symbolism of the square and the compass of masonry in that frame, which serves as a moral compass for Masons, guiding them in their action and decision. Additionally, the hangman is linked to the all-seeing eye. Remember the eye that you said?
Mm-hmm.
Symbolizing the observation of all deeds by the great architect of the universe, Freemasonry, right? Reinforcing the moral teachings of Freemasonry. Listen. Also, when you see this, when they do this, they're saying this is the eye, the all-seeing eye.
But listen, 1, 2, 3. These are all three him. This is him doing the push-ups. This is him when he was on his back. This is him now standing up.
Look.
Forward, back.
You would think it's in a progression. It's on the floor, but now I stand. I went from doing my sex rituals. He's on his back, thrusting up, and being the bottom, not male sex. He's on the bottom, he's getting totally subdued and humiliated. And then you go past him standing. He's getting stronger. He's elevated himself from being just in the sacral position of giving and being just the lowest bottom. Now he's getting stronger. He gets to be the top. See that? You see on the left, he's the bottom, taking it. He becomes the top. Still, y'all, I'm being real though. I ain't even being funny. You laugh. Right, that's some real shit right here. And now he's.
So that's why those there, because it's showing that progression from laying on the back, being.
I went from let's see. So you would think the one with him on the back, the one standing. No, I was a bottom. I became a top. Now I'm standing. This is what it's about. You better believe that it's about that sacral entrance. Pat Moses laughing. Genesis, there's a sexual side to this when they say riding the goat, and so yeah, that's all I can.
That's take a minute. Great. This whole thing is just crazy. I mean, they just put all this stuff in there, and now he's boxing, he's fighting, you know.
Okay, so right from there, look, even look. Pause. Hold on. Pause and pause. So even with the two, go back to that scene, the boxing scene.
Okay.
Even with that, and now I'm not trying to disrespect this brother in any way, but he's hilarious. The video was funny because it looked like a comedy parody. But talking about him being, it is what it is. He knows what time it is. I wanted to go back to that boxing gym scene because this is very important. How you can also see the rope by his foot. Do you know why the rope is by his foot? He's saying, now I've done the human. You're looking at me. In his mind, he's saying, or him and the director, they're saying in the ritual, now you see me standing. I already did the rope. I was already the hangman. And now look at me. I've risen to ascend.
And you notice his feet are on black and white.
Oh, yes. White. Because that's he's standing in the Joachim and the Boaz. He's in both sides. He is the pillar. Each leg of his is the pillar, and he's become the temple. He went from the lowest point of being in their mind, because it's also something distant to diss women.
Right, black, white, and then both. You know, dark. He's
there
over here. Black,
they're dark,
white.
So the dark is talking about the root, not about it being negative. It's not. It's not. They don't go by social when they're in the ritual. Now, I'm not talking about discrimination in lodges. I am not saying Prince Hall versus the mainstream Caucasian Freemason. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in the ritual. The ritual has no, they don't care Chinese, black. If you got it, you got it, right? So this is when he's in the dark square, it's not saying, oh, black is evil. It's saying he starts in the basest, darkest, deepest root. When you first go to build, you dig a foundation and you get that rich darkness, and you're coming up from what is ever like from basic. That's why he's laying in the dark square. In the light
On his back.
On his back, yes, ma'am, with legs open, thrusting, pushing his sacral region up, offering it. Y'all got me messed. I'm not even laughing at this, but you guys made me laugh now. I don't think it like in a way, but anyway. So no, but really,
And he
also,
was thrusting it up, and then
when he goes to be the top, being a guy
and
on
he's
top.
standing up at some point.
Now on top, he's like, I'm still in the humiliation ritual. I'm still just not even up there yet. So I still have to do these rituals in my lower region of lower sacral region, but I've ascended from my most basal, most fundamental, integral, carnal self. I've gone up from that to become a giver, and I have power. That's power to be a top. And that's why men have had, I can go into something else, but I won't. Okay. So, and now he's standing, but he's still saying, I remember my darkest times on my back in the sacral, first in the beginning of my journey. And I am now also, I remember my moment gaining power and moving up. And now I stand as the pyramid too. If you look at his position, you might say, oh no, that's good. Yeah, he's a triangle, he's a pyramid. Okay, so anyway, thank you. Your turn. Yeah, people think
this is where it gets interesting, right? So now we have the same checkered floor, but it has dirt on it. They're slaves.
Thank you. Yeah. That's crazy. Let's get
so I don't know where this goes into. Now people it's a scene from Sinners, but I'm like, no, this is something deeper because
but Sinners wasn't slavery though. That's why they're throwing us off saying some mess like that. This Sinners wasn't slavery.
But they have this one black girl and then all these.
They have two black women, too. I thought there was one also, but there's two. Her. No, the sister next to this guy on this girl.
So they're all both at these both posts.
Her and her. But this is the thing. Okay, so what we have is 1, 2, 3,
4 or 5.
We have 6 people dancing behind him. And for those 6 people dancing behind him, he's dancing on the checkered floor with them, covered in dirt, letting us know that Freemasonry is still the root of everything. I know that sounds cheesy, but like they're letting, who's going to do a slave scene with a checkered floor, right? So they want us to see this is everything. This is our foundation. It's the root of what is integral, and it's the root of what it has sprouted out of what is integral, or which I should say, when you see dark and light, we have the basic, and then we have the ascended, because darkest minds of the light. When I say that, you say the dark, what do you call with your alchemy? Coming out of the darkness, but the darkness isn't evil. However, in this whole ritual, the thing about this ritual that makes it sinister, I'm not even going to use the word evil. This is kind of a synonym for evil, but what makes it sinister is the hidden, the clandestine, deliberate hiding of a message into something that you say is entertainment. That's the sinister side, because people are sitting back when you're in a watch this. When you're in the mood or ready to be entertained, do you have your guard up? Are you like, I'm gonna be very careful, I don't want to receive anything? No. when you are in an entertainment receptive mode, you're going to chill. Everything's open. You're laid back. You're like enjoying. And that's what they want. They want to subliminally insert this things that are all in there, all this so-called, I'm going to call it magic. All of this ritual is actually being picked up by parts of your brain that you don't even you can't even imagine are retaining stuff and breaking it down. Like we're breaking it down right now. You have regions in your brain that does that for you. And check this out. Remember when I said the breaking down, the understanding, the fleshing out of it? No pun intended, ritual, flesh, shedding blood. But the fleshing out of it is actually generating energy. It's drawing energy. Whether you say, well, I rebuke it in the name of Jesus, or I don't, you're still drawing energy. Even when you're just chilling out thinking, damn, he's good. Look at how he can dance. You're drawing in all of that message, all of that ritual. And if you don't start fleshing it like how we're doing, if you don't say, hold on, got to look at this, got to look at that, take it all apart. If you don't set it in order, you are just like letting something in.
Subliminally.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
It's subliminal programming. Because if you actually look at this, why could I be able to go and just hit frame by frame? This was shot in a picture mode. Even though they might be moving.
Yeah, that's the magic of it. Oh, you make it. I'm not gonna like Thriller. Don't even unpause that. Like even how they're like up like that. Like these are like when we talk about, when you look at hieroglyphs and people tucked. There's a ritual. There's a ritual message in that.
And this is in the shape of a pyramid here too. This is actually coming out. It's a triangle. So you have people.
Where?
Okay, so it's
in his leg.
Well, no, it's a triangle from the people from the back to him in the middle, and then back.
Yeah, upside down.
So they're in like a triangle formation. Again, his feet black on one foot on the black and one foot on the white. Same thing. So it's like.
And what is that thing on the left right there? Those lights twisted or something like a ball. Can you enlarge that or no? You see right there, go to the left. Like, can you see my cursor? Yes, right there. What is that, you think? Like is it Orion? Is it a belt of stars, or
I don't know, but it's lights. It's lights.
Why would those be there?
It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then like a black ball at the bottom. Yeah.
So why would that even be there? Like
it's random. See, things ain't random.
Look at it as the dark moon and the stars, the constellations. But yeah, go ahead. I'm just throwing that out there.
That's not, everything is not random on this video. This is
nothing is
a very methodical video that was done. And as you can
look at that one hand though, getting the chain, and then the guy is behind him. Why is the guy behind him with the chains? Don't start talking about Napah. You thinking da 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 da. Why is he behind him while he's already chained in jail? And why are the chains not on the bars but held by the guy? Go ahead.
He's not holding the bars. He's just got his hands.
Yeah, scroll forward. Scroll forward. Like a little bit.
I'm trying to tell you, this video was shot like a photograph.
The guy behind me changes his handler. It's symbol of demon owning a man. Puppet master.
Yep.
It's a power stance. Wow. Thank you for your input. He had many Michael references in this too. Yes, definitely. That is not that wasn't just because he loves Michael Jackson either. So good.
Right.
Wow. And when you see him Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson was a student of the occult, especially Aleister Crowley.
Hell, he even went to like the Demona out in the Hebrew Israelite area. You know,
Yeah, I love Michael. Yeah, he did that, but I'm talking about when he was following Aleister Crowley, like with the moonwalk. Let's look at Michael. Okay. He incorporated a lot of the occultish practices into his dance.
the guy behind him is the handler, the one who was really pulling the strings. Interesting, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So let's see. Michael Jackson, occult influence 777. This is the first thing I ever pulled on it when I saw it, and I don't even. It might be just a lie. But let me see. Amidst ongoing discussions, a growing number of people are questioning whether Michael Jackson was only the king of pop, or if he had deeper ties to esoteric practices. Recent comments raised eyebrows about the numerological symbolism and possible occult connection in his art and his performances. Now, so you heard about that before? Real cool. Have you heard about that before? I'm going to read about Aleister Crowley, but have you heard about him doing the occult practices? Genesis?
No, I haven't. This is my first time hearing that.
Okay. Jackson's history connection. His history album artwork features 777 prominently on a statue and his militaristic outfits. Experts have noted that this number is linked to the concept of initiation. Y'all know what we're talking about, and reflects Aleister Crowley's ideas about magic. One source says Michael was the seventh child in his family. If I do something like that, people will wonder what it means and they'll remember it. This raises an interesting debate. Anyway, so there you go. He was into a lot of stuff you saw Michael do, like they're doing Michael's dance. They're trying to depict Michael. Michael Jackson dabbled in a lot of this type of sorcery. That's how I can call it. I don't sound like some Bible thumper because I'm not, and I'm against witch hunts. But anyway, what do you want to add, Genesis? I'm gonna have to close this out soon. I'm
Right.
getting sleepier.
Right. So so the main thing is that when you're seeing all these things go, he's gyrating his body, he's doing all this
Oh,
stuff.
that was embarrassing.
This is a pyramid too. Look at this. So
And the strength, these are also Masonic symbols. Like the strength when you do like this, it's not just about strong men. I can show you, but then some of this stuff I don't want to be getting into. The glove, I'm sure, is Freemasonry or some sort. Yes. Larry Johnson says Michael Jackson symbolized the power because Michael Jackson was actually a warlock. That's the type of power he is chasing. Jackson was on top of the game. He wants to be on top of the game, just like Mike. Thank you so much for that comment. And you're absolutely right. So, Genesis, let me get the strong man. God dang.
Is that it right here?
What do you got? Let me see. Yeah, leave it there. Leave it there. Go ahead and give us some commentary on what you think they're doing. I'm gonna get
I don't know. I mean, is this some kind of Masonic stance or what?
Yes, let me get it.
Or Egyptian with that we ain't and we not even 1 minute into the video and all that we got, and even look the crowd like this is so intentional. It's crazy when you think about this.
But if you go and listen to Professor Small, he will tell you that Freemasonry started in Kemet. If you listen to Judah Naz and other Hebrews and some people, they'll say it started in actual Israel with King Solomon. But one thing we can't deny is it's so interesting.
And there's one part where he actually takes his thumb and does like he's like slicing his neck open.
Oh, well, that is definitely 1000% Freemason. But you're rushing in. See, I was gonna show the pose with the strong man, but
here we go. There we go.
What did you do?
We're back to this rock. There it is, right there.
No,
but
that was good. So in Freemasonry, slicing your throat pose is symbolic of the gesture that represents the obligation and penalties of Freemason. You know, they say if you tell any of these secrets, may your throat be cut from ear to ear. Most High, I rebuke that for the mother, the father, the child. Yahweh Bashem Yashai, Bahashim Harakakadash. I don't want to say that about me, but that is a very powerful oath. So that's why I want to protect myself. Y'all can laugh if you want, but protect myself from even saying that. But that is a sign of obligation and penalty and loyalty. It is a part of the entered apprentice's sign. I want to see you show me where he does that, because he is the entered apprentice, which alludes to the penalty of having your throat cut across, your tongue torn out. This is what they say when they're initiated.
And does he stick out his tongue? Yes, he does.
And yes, he does. And the tongue torn and the body buried in rough sand of the sea at low water, where the tide ebbs and flows twice in 24 hours, should the entered apprentice knowingly violate their obligation. What's their obligation? What is their obligation? Oh, damn. Okay, what's their obligation? Remember they were doing this? With their hand over their mouths?
Yeah.
Obligation. Well, this is when they found David, DVD, his girlfriend, both of them had SHH ... on their index finger. This is a Masonic gesture. I would say it's a Masonic.
I think that Rihanna has that same tattoo.
Rihanna has it too, yes. A lot of them have it because it's a Masonic gesture of the initiated apprentice. And so this, if you see, okay, this is where he does the throat slice, get it? And he does a throat slice, and I bet them covering their mouth is also on this too. Well, obviously, yeah, this is a slave scene. So he probably either said quiet. Look, so he does this is Masonic up 100,000. All of it is, but this is so Masonic. You should slow it down. Do it slowly. Put it on like the slowest, but don't play it like long all the way to the end, like as slow as it do right there. Yeah, okay. So this is a Masonic gesture. Masonic gesture of what? Why? Did they already do the mouth cover?
I don't know. Oh, he
okay.
He did it really fast.
Yeah, but then they also do it again. It's not just one time in this.
Boom.
Boom. Baphomet, strongman, Baphomet, that's basically the same thing as a Baphomet. And then he talks about what? Stop right there. Pause.
The digging move.
Did you see them dig? Did you see them dig?
Yeah.
That's part of the oath. You will get your throat, laced. You get your tongue pulled, from within your face out. And then you also get buried. See, did the burying in the shallow grave? They're burying. You'll get buried in the shallow grave. That's part of the oath.
And meanwhile, the person. So this beef that he has with this other person must have something to do with some Masonic stuff, because
no, he's trying to use. This is why. Let me tell you, in my interpretation, this is just my interpretation. He's using, and look at the guy back there, by the way. The girl, cone. Remember?
Right here, yeah.
Okay, the conical hat.
Yep.
That. So he's using, for him, he's saying, oh, you want to just do some regular beef? I'm going to show you the powerful beef. I'm going to do an esoteric ritual on your ass, and you will know, and those who are initiated will know. And that's why they're like, whoa, he ate that. Because it's, from us, we're laughing.
Right. When we're looking at the comments, like, what does he mean? But why is everybody cheering about this?
And that actually gives him more power in the ritual, because remember, it's a humiliation initiation ritual. So as the more humiliation, the more power he will have as he's exalted. So, so basically, this digging is part of that thing. And then when you see the guy in the chains, they stomp in 2, 3, and then they do that. Okay, that right there. I don't know what that. Oh, right there, we know something's going on. That was ridiculous.
Right.
No, I'm talking about the hands pointing up. Oh, I know what it is. Baphomet. Boom, called it.
Is that Baphomet?
That's
But I thought
Baphomet.
Baphomet is one arm up and one arm
Look
down.
at the fingers going up like that. That's
Oh,
Baphomet.
it's the two fingers
Let me show you. Let me show. Because he's making everybody do their hand like that. Nobody's just random. So let's see, as above, so below. The pointing. Oh God, this is a plethora.
Man, what the heck, bro? That's crazy. When you actually slow it down and look at it, it's like, man,
it's crazy.
They hitting all the symbols on this thing.
Yeah, don't play it too much though, but I like that we do have it like that. Here it is. So they are pointing up, but they're pointing with the symbol, with the fingers that you would see. Let me get this. Okay, here. Where? Okay. I gotta stop sharing this to share mine, to just show it real quickly, and then I'll share yours again. I'll reshare it. So here it is. I don't think you can. I don't know if you can see it very well, but can you? Oh shoot, that's big, right? Can you see it?
I can't see it yet.
Yeah, what happened?
You gotta share it. You gotta present.
Oh, brother. I did the wrong thing.
All right, zoom out.
I know. Damn. That was too much. 400, no wonder. Okay, look at this. I'm gonna show you this one. I just had it, but it went off. Darn. How did it just disappear? It's like magical or something. Okay, there it is. Napah's scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I wasn't scared. Okay, I'm so sleepy. But this is great. I love doing this. Okay, and then I have to share it again. I don't know why. There it is. All right. So there's the fingers right there. Right?
That's
Yep. Oh shit. Did I do it? Damn. I keep doing that. Sorry. Keep doing that, y'all. Here's another one. I'm going to share this one. As above, so below. You see how they did the fingers? Hold on, y'all. I got you. Oh my gosh. I'm going to do more of this later when I'm not so tired. Okay. You see it? Oh, no, you don't see it because I got to share it because I got to do 5,000 things like I'm back in the ancient times. All right. See the fingers? How they are? You see that, right?
Yep.
As above, so below. All of that, just so I can show you that. Now let me go back to this. Their fingers are doing the same thing. See?
And
that's
also the Baphomet from Aleister Crowley that he drew.
The Hebrew?
No, that he drew.
Oh, he didn't. Aleister Crowley, Eliphas Levi drew it. He drew that Baphomet.
I think that the fingers are doing the same thing as well on that one too.
Oh yeah, that's the Baphomet. That's what I was saying. Exactly.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, I just showed the hands, but yes, Eliphas Levi's depiction and rendition of the Baphomet from
Yep. Here, see, that's the
yeah,
thing.
there it is. Yeah. And I was just saying, see how theirs is pointing up, but there, if you look at what I want to look at that video again that you had. Go put it back up. But even though theirs is pointing up, it's still, what is it? It's there. Yeah, they're pointing up. Okay. I just don't go too deep. Just figure it out from what you see.
Right. Y'all get me.
You know what I noticed? The 3 center guys have no shirt on. But the other 2 dudes have the nerve to have on wife beaters trying to say it's slave days. That's wild. That's the reason. The three center have no shirt. And then the guys on the end have on the same wife beaters. Why would they have on? I get it. They're like, well, this is still modern. But they have on the same thing. And the 3 guys in the middle have on the same thing.
Right. What is that about? What do you think the shirtless aspect of it is?
I don't know. Embarrassed.
Oh wait, the women have on aprons.
The women have on aprons, and that is definitely Freemasonry.
Man, this is just, man, come on now.
Yeah,
Tongue.
that's the ritual.
See, what's the tongue for?
To cut it, pull it
Why,
out.
why would he even? Why
To
would
pull it out? Yeah. Why would he? Why would they show that they were?
that's not by chance. See, it didn't even make any sense. See,
Yep.
it didn't even make any sense to do that.
Nope. All right.
Yes, that's interesting.
Yeah. Let's. Okay. So yeah, we gotta cut this off. Too much.
And then it goes into the Muhammad Ali situation.
Pause it. We'll do a part 2.
No longer
fair use. God dang it! Stop trying to play in our. Stop playing with us. Stop playing with us. New YouTube. Peace. Nightbot says like, share, and subscribe. Yes, share this. Like it. Go over it on your own. We're not mad. We have thick skin. Also, don't forget to support the channel. Thank you so much, Nightbot. Larry Johnson said, pretty much symbolizing him being reborn again as a Freemason. Good input. I think they're pointing to the east. Yeah, I thought that kind of too. Thank you. And then we said goddess essence and energy. Peace to the sister. She says, And the statue of his head too, like it was chopped off. Ooh, dang! I wish I would have seen what she's talking about. Huh? Dang. Well,
and
we gotta do this again.
man, you know what? And listen, who knew that a goofy video would have so much weird stuff?
That video was hilarious as well.
Oh, it was. I mean, come on now. That was just that video. But that's crazy. So when you slow it down and just frame by frame look at it, it's like, no, that's they hide all the real stuff and all that goofiness.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me, everybody.
He's not embarrassed. He's like, well, hey, I did what I had to do. I did my thing, whatever.
He's gonna definitely win the beef and elevate, just like Kendrick Lamar did.
Oh, and listen, let's show.
I said it.
Real quick, let's show the comments real quick so we can just see, because y'all saw the actual.
Those are all fake bots, though.
You think they're fake? Okay,
those are not real. No, hell no.
Because the comments are like, great, the best thing. Oh my god,
that's why I know it's not real.
They're like, oh my god, it was the best show of artistry ever. He is a genius. I mean, all the comments was like that.
I know.
What in the world am I watching?
And how many? It had 7.2 million views.
Yeah, 7.2 million views. That's,
Dear Lord. I don't know about that one. I gotta play some of this for that one. Hold on, right?
They're pointing up at the moon.
Shout the season.
Right. You know what I'm saying? They're pointing to the moon, which rises to the east just as well as the Baphomet on the card is doing. Okay, that's a good point.
Oh, is that our chat? Yeah, they're on point. Well, thank you so much.
About to break it down.
I'm telling. Let me put all of these up. Not all, but a lot of them. I can't read them all, but people who are watching the playback, thank you for saying like and subscribe. I love it. I love the comments. The comments are pretty good. Y'all need to start hitting panels more, okay? But yeah. I love the comments. The comments are very good.
I wish I would have came up here and said something,
Yeah, but it's late. They're like, girl, we up here in our bed. In bed with our loved
watching, right.
I'm in bed with my loved ones. And then the ones who are on the road, like a lot of people might be driving. Peace to everybody out there. They're like, I can't stop and call in. I'm doing some serious driving. Peace to everybody. God dang, I'm tired. That was so funny though.
Yeah, but the video. I mean, we got our first kick out of it. Now it's all serious. Now it's like,
oh yes, that's why we're very funny and balanced, but we also know.
Right. We can laugh at it, but let's be real. Let's see.
It was hilarious when you first started showing it to me. So funny. Anyway, peace to Afu Nation. Peace to everybody. I see you out there. I love you.
What is it? Hollywood magic, right? Hollywood magic, you guys. That is really what Hollywood is about.
I was gonna say peace, Silent K. I'm working driving this truck. I know you are. That's why I brought you up, brother.
Isn't that
Peace
that is
to
the
you.
definition of Hollywood magic? You're watching one
Mm.
thing and it's funny and it's this or that, but if you slow it down and look further deeper into it, you're like, wait a minute, what?
Look deeper. Uh-oh. When I
Yeah.
tell you to look deeper, now you gotta
Three,
look
three,
deeper.
three, three, three.
Oh, damn. That's that fractal thing. That's the thing you were. Wait, Genesis. That's what. Remember, what did you say about the guy with the fractal thing?
The African practical.
Where it's a image within an image within an image within an image.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's what I was saying about the. Also, that's a part of the craft, Freemasonry, as well as what we might say dark Middle Ages, or no, medieval witchcraft. It's if you have an image, if you do an action within an action within an action within an action, then that's like the power of like that. What did you say about the fractaline again?
So it basically it starts in
The identical repetition it breaks something. It opens up like a portal or a spiritual thing or something.
like a spiral.
Yeah. So that, you see what I was just saying when I said, okay, and when they do the eye, make sure you research. And then I said, but then you're going to research me, and then you're going to research them. It's like, it's a fractal. That's what I'm trying to say. Like me, if they research me talking about them doing this, the guy, what's his name? NLE. And then it's people call it the rabbit hole.
Boy, didn't Nature Boy have them doing the same thing?
He's so on the
But
surface.
hold on, do you think that he actually actually was getting initiated too as well?
I think
he might have like failed or something like that. Or
no, I think that I don't think anyone called him for initiation. What I believe is that when I was talking to him, I told him at the time, I said, "You're gonna crack into some real shit doing that dumb," because he's just a dumb little boy looking like, "Oh, I think this, I heard about this and I heard about that. I'm gonna start doing it." But playing on the surface, which a lot of these people do, these celebrities do as well, and they end up unalived, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he did it, or their lives are damaged or destroyed. He did start doing all this, but nobody called on him for initiation. He just was doing it, and it backfired on his ass because he didn't. He was saying that he's the ascended master before he was the ascended master. If you're going to tap into the magical side of the ritual, I want to say, I don't want to say what I said earlier, like spirit work, or if you're going to do the ritual, right? Like, for instance, if I'm going to say, I don't want to say it so much, I don't know a lot about voodoo, but if I say, I'm going to do voodoo, just like with the scientist, he didn't go through he couldn't tap into magic unless he went through the right ritual. Remember? So with Nature Boy, he didn't want to go through the right ritual with the Freemasonry. He said, I'm the ascended master. I'm just going to say some stuff. Like if somebody like comes into voodoo talking about, where's Baba Legba? I'm the one, you know what I mean?
right.
And I just say, protect me from even saying that. Like, you know what I mean? Ooh, you really want to know? So
right.
He came in with that same, we separated by names and things, but it's still that same entity, that same energy. And he came in just like, oh, I'm gonna do sick. And now look where he is, y'all. 90.
Right. Probably read a few books.
Who the hell? Wait, Genesis. Who gets life? Which I think he should have. But really, who gets life and 9 years for graping his girlfriend? Which he should. I'm glad. I'm happy. But really, realistically, who really gets that, right?
Right.
He's matched with his life sentence is matching, essentially matching York, who raped tons of children. And his Nature Boy's, the energy that he kept on building up, and I'm gonna shut up because I'm gonna hand it to you because you know more about it. He was doing this before the Freemasonry stuff. the African spirituality, just abusing, destroying, abusing, not respecting the rituals, and then boom. So tell us, wasn't he trying to do everything?
Yeah, he told me when I was debating him that he was Ilegua.
Woo.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, really? He told me he was Ilegua.
See?
He said he was Ilegua. I said, well, so okay. And he was saying, you know, he knew something. I don't know what he knew, but so
he thought he knew something, but look what happened.
Because I'm like, oh, he was like, yeah, the altar's within you, right? Because I was like, well, why don't you guys put up an ancestral altar? And we were arguing about the ancestors and putting up altars, and he was like, no, you are the altar. And so I'm like, okay.
And you said who you said you are the altar?
No, I said I used to debate. I debated him because
I know, but he said you are the altar.
Yeah, you are. Your body is the altar. Which, when you actually do research in the E5, so he might have got initiated at some point or whatever. Maybe his family was. I don't know. I'm still.
But there's a bit that he would not humble down. You see this ritual?
Huh?
But let me say, like, not to interrupt you, Fundi Fee is in here. She said he got a ritual put on him. Karma is a beach. She said, okay, so this is the thing.
He know a little, very little. Okay.
Okay, so I want to say, and peace to Fundi Fee. Let me say this: there is in everything, even for what you told me. We don't have to get into the specifics, but there's a painstaking or a presence of pain in the ritual of initiation. Remember what you told me? How certain things you have to do and do this and that, and it's in the also when we're talking about the different chakras.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing it he was doing these things to others. When he did things that we say are humbling and humiliating, he didn't see them as that. He enjoyed them. They didn't truly humble him. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because he thought he never went through the ritual. He was never an ascended master. I mean, he never was even an apprentice. He wasn't even an apprentice in his mind. I'm not saying he wasn't a low life, but in his mind, I don't know. It's kind of, I might not be imparting myself. Excuse me. I might not be imparting the information about myself well. Peace. What is this? This isn't, this is the same video, right? Is he holding a chick? Oh, a head?
He's holding the person's head.
Take that down. We trying to get. I need Sonetta to say. I don't need him saying why'd you do that, and then we will lose our chat, and our chat is on fire. Why did you show that?
No, I was just trying to go through the rest of the video to see what else kind of weird stuff was going on.
That was wild. We got to do a part 2 on that one because I think that's wild.
Thriller. I mean, he goes into South Africa for some reason.
Oh, Thriller.
Yeah, he goes.
That's a whole.
They start dressing up in military garb. Is this South Africa or Kenya? Is that Kenya? Is he Kenyan?
I don't know.
What is going on? Like, there's so many things going on in this video that's like, what is really happening here? They all have their hands up, and is Kenya flag right there?
Oh, is that Kenya? I thought that was. I don't know. Is it not Ghana?
I don't know.
It's Kenya. Let me look it up. If you say, yeah, we can't look at him like that right now because I'm too sleepy.
Yeah, my analytical mind has turned off. You guys, please go to the beginning because we really broke this video down to a certain point and
go to the video we did before
because just the first minute of the video has so much symbolism. Oh yeah, watch the first video where we actually were making fun of it because when you first watch it, it's funny, ha ha ha.
It's
you know,
hilarious.
gyrating and looking
And
real.
they're taking our energy, even when I say we laugh at it, they're taking our energy that way too.
Yeah, yeah. And the
Um,
whole video ends up being a whole Masonic ritual. That's what's crazy about it.
yeah.
So, yeah. So,
But you know who else does that though? I mean, talking about in our community, IUIC, they have I broke down a lot of their videos. Who they are hardcore heavy Masons. And they're not
mm,
even mad because they're all rooted in most of them are rooted into the New York NYPD,
mm.
which is it's a major organization with the blue wall and the Masons within the force, police force.
I think this would be
Did you know
a
that?
fun series. No, I didn't even know that. That's crazy. That's crazy. They're part of the
Oh,
police force.
go ahead.
This would
Excuse
be a
me.
great
Ooh.
series to do. Is like finding these videos and like breaking them down, like because when you first look at it, you don't even see like all this symbolism going on. That
Right. You're just having a good laugh and you're just sitting back and you're like, oh my God, this is so funny.
oh
And then
my
you look
god,
at it more and you're like, what the
you look
hell is
so
going on?
zesty. Oh my god, it's so hilarious. And then
Oh,
meanwhile, like you're being programmed, you're actually being like
pure
brought
madness.
into a whole Masonic ritual happening. You're like, what's going on?
A Masonic ritual. All right. So that was wild though. Let's,
Something. If you watch, you become a part of the ritual. Exactly. Well, honey, we was a
oh yeah,
part.
we talked
We broke
about
the whole
that. You
thing.
are part. Well, we're a part of the energy
You said
sourcing.
sometime
We're
every time.
sourcing everything is an inner. That's why you have to protect yourself and be. This is why if you say, oh, I'm an atheist, you're just out there like naked, no protection, no I call it a I used to call it basically your aura, which is interesting that they during COVID they said 6 feet for personal space. That's actually around the the circumference of your aura is about 6 feet around. And
Mm,
so when I talk about energy, you have a protective field around you. When that protective even in a Faraday cage, people might be like, what the hell, you just were saying aura, now you're saying Faraday. A Faraday cage protects you from all electromagnetic assaults and anything that can harm you. It's an actual cage that you can stand in to protect yourself. And with your actual, no, from that I'm saying not actual, for your, in the metaphysical science, whatever you say, energetic bubble, the people call it aura, but it's about 6 feet around. And so everything we do, we're susceptible to rituals and crafting, like people doing things on you.
mhm.
And so when you got to protect you got to reinforce your bubble. And how do you do that? We just reinforce our bubble right now. You can also reinforce it by meditation, prayer, understanding. It's just I said meditation again, there's a reason I did. So when you walk around and say, oh, I just like potato chips and ramen and bologna Oscar Mayer sandwiches, I don't pray, I don't fast, y'all is dumb. There ain't nothing out there besides Ren and Stimpy and OnlyFans. Then what happens to your protective bubble? It just starts to disintegrate. It starts to get damaged. You're not reinforcing it. You're not cleaning it up. You're not strengthening it. So you walking around with it looks like a cracked egg, like them boiled eggs that you try to take the shell off, but the
Mhm.
shit.
It's not
You're
even
like,
all the way
damn,
cooked yet.
what?
It's not even all the way cooked. It's just seeping
Yeah,
out.
and you like, dang, I can't even. Who the hell boiled these eggs? Because I put salt water in my eggs, and the shell slips right off. So you're trying to. So that's how their aura looks, right? It's like, and you know what? Even in you look in esoteric, ancient spiritual drawings, it's an egg. It's always an egg is represented, not just for fertility, but for that shape of your aura. I'm going on and on. This is because I'm sleepy. Go ahead, say something so I can close.
Man, at the end of the day, we need to be very aware of the things that we watch and see. You might think it's all fun and games until you actually look deeper. And you'll find out that you're being programmed on a whole nother subconscious level to be brought into a ritual that you're not even aware of. So everybody like laughing at his video don't even realize that he's laughing at the end because he completed his humiliation ritual.
That's awesome. Though we need to still. There's a whole roast on this bone still. There's so much meat on this bone. We can't
He
leave
only
this
got
alone. Oh, did you hear that?
What?
I said there's so much meat on this bone. We can't leave this alone. Go ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead, Genesis, the arch nemesis.
Just can't leave it alone. Oh, I'm sorry.
We getting sick.
I'm getting sleepy. Yeah. Personal auric field is 3 inches further from the finger.
Oh, I know. She was on point. Thank you for that. Read it. Go ahead, read it.
Directions as I understand it. Yes.
Wait, read it again. I was talking over you.
Personal auric field is 3 inches further from the fingertip to fingertip. The field itself is 6 foot in all directions. So, as I understand it, yes.
Yeah. And that's where we look at even Da Vinci.
I wish we would have been here earlier to break down some of this because you might have been able to see some stuff that we didn't even see, honestly, because there's some stuff in here. Listen, bring it back up real quick. I'm gonna just.
Damn, we have some really. What you say? Look, thank you. She said that's why you can cleanse with an egg as well. That's interesting. I love the comments tonight. What? That's why I don't want to play too much stuff, huh?
No, I'm just gonna hit pictures, and we're gonna just close.
Yeah, because but then if something happens, we're going to have to edit it out. We're going to lose our whole chat. As they say in a lot of Spanish cultures, it is a actual Spanish sentence, but we use it especially the darker the culture of Latinos like Cubanos, Boricuas, Dominicanos, Panamanians. We say, ya te dije. Ya te dije. It's a saying like, ya te dije. So I'm trying to tell you, ya te dije.
That's enough.
That means I told you. I told you.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah, exactly.
That's what we say universally as descendants of slaves. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I done told your ass. Like I tried to tell you. That is us. So anyway, girl, go ahead and show your picture so you can get us. But I don't want to have to say.
I'm not gonna play it. I'm gonna just hit it again. I'm just gonna hit these things.
Okay,
so
porque no quiere, dile.
All right.
Ya te dije.
Told you.
Porque necesitamos.
Okay. So
we gotta save this video in this chat.
Then we have, like, you know what I'm saying, that the eye, purple. We got the checkered thing,
and even the way he's standing.
Yep, he's by himself. He's glittery and stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's dancing like Michael Jackson. Next thing you know,
I'm glad I saw the death row. Stop, go back. They actually are also the energy they're pulling. Is it? Who do you think that is? I just got it right now.
Which
that
one?
Is Tupac. This is the spirit. I was just about to say, don't forget they're humiliating Tupac. That's the power that they're pulling. There's more power in the sorcery.
Hold on. No, Napah, look at this right here. Don't he got what is his finger right there? And then one finger down. That's the same thing, isn't it?
That's the same thing as Baphomet, as above, so below.
He's doing it very early in the video,
man. And then he does.
The more you watch it, the more crazier that you. It's like, how did he whip? And then where did he whip this chain?
And what are those things behind him? Watch, do it again. No, there's okay. I saw ropes behind her. Back, right? More chains.
Right here?
That's what it is. More. It's a chain.
This is
No, down in front of him, to the right. Right here.
right here.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
chain.
that's what he. Yeah, that's yeah.
He's doing he's doing a ritual to like
And that's
disrespect
these are
Tupac.
2 chains.
Yeah, but look at he's disrespecting Tupac.
Wow.
Well,
and the song is like
oh, I see. Oh, look, go back. I saw the Grim Reaper side right there. To me, that looks like the Grim Reaper side, but I might be sleepy at this point. Y'all don't hold me on that, please. Please, you guys, be
it's so much
merciful.
going on in this video. Then you have this.
And we know that is a 38. Please
Ain't
turn this
that
off.
what he what you call got
The necklace. Let me tell my story about Should. I'm gonna have to take this down because you'll make us have to take the whole video down. And you know how I love to. Shout out to Lady La. Lady La doesn't even know this. Can I turn this off? I'm gonna take it down. Shout out to Lady La because she doesn't even know this, but I'm gonna tell her a little something. Since she did, it must have been last year, or it might have been this year. She did a stream. Lady La, if you're listening, you did a stream and you cooked some
change of choice.
Okay, we'll see what that is. We'll research that. Let me finish telling my story because it's already passed. But Lady La, you cooked some biscuits with chili, like sloppy Joe in them, and you made dinner, and we watched that, and we love my son and my daughter. Absolutely love you. You are like, to them, the stuff you were saying, they still say it to this day. Since you cooked that food, and they always go, everything they do, they say, and you know I love to burn my mouth. So you know what I'm talking about, anybody who saw her video. So I was about to say that. That's why I stopped myself and started talking about Lady La. Shout out to Lady La. You don't really even, you're not in the sector. You don't even watch us probably, but that was so, my children, I was watching her and because I was like, okay, this is pretty good. And then she said, she was trying her food. She said, ooh, well, I love to burn my mouth. And my children to this day love that. And they really relate it too, because every time they eat, I'm like, you guys don't eat so fast. And they'll be like, so anyway, enough of that. I just wanted to say that to Lady La, but I'm sorry. Take it back to what you were saying, and then we can close it out.
I mean, I forget what I was saying, child. You didn't.
Girl, I'm so glad you forget because I'm tired. I want to go to sleep.
All right, Larry Johnson says we've been being programmed since birth. The whole system's about being programmed. Is there a blueprint on how to control the brainwash the world to believe in the devil don't exist?
Oh, excuse me. We've been, what is
Count the persona he mimics in the video. Did you count them? Because there's two.
We got to go back and do it.
We only get halfway through the video. It's so much. Halfway through the video, not even halfway.
What time is it where you are? It's 2:19 here.
It's 2:19 here. So it's we only got like about 3/4 through the video.
Oh yeah, we got to come back and do the rest.
3/4 is like one.
We got to do the rest. I don't want to just leave this. I love this crowd. I love the comments.
Within the first minute of the video, there's like a whole.
Is this from your channel? These people I see, because whoever you are, if you're on Genesis channel, come over to the HOK Coliseum and to Napah Shadah Rice channel. Subscribe, because these are good comments. Y'all need to start hitting the panel, okay? All right. Anyway, so peace to this brother. May he get some help. And peace to everybody. I'm gonna let you close out. We're gonna come back and do another one. But tell them
please go and watch through the replay because we really hit some really good points. Please watch the original video because we were cracking up laughing. We played it first and then we did this review. So please watch both videos. Thank you so much for checking us out. It's late. God bless you. Good night.
Good night. And I love that. Yes. Good night. Should we drop a bomb? I'm addicted to dropping bombs. I gotta do that. everybody. Peace. I'm gonna leave you with the song though.
Oh, and play that song. I like that song. This Sanata TV, the Jamaican song. I like that.
Oh, Trendsetter.
The
That's
one,
my
the
baby
one,
right there.
I love that song. That they was jamming on that
Here we
reggae
go.
song.
All right, peace. Can you hear me?
Frankie and the trendsetter. You did it again, man. General, HOK, Field Marshal, you know? None of them can but a dance on the top. Violate the general. Head up in a blood clot funeral home. Anchor the AK, Jabari got the chrome. Hector was the heart, was sending them home. Regina the alley with a Cuban and a galley. Send you back on Isle Valley with a shot in your toe intellectually. How click the link if your scholarship sloppy. More just want make you cry with the truth. No lie, my youth in my really story. And 21 gun salute for commission. Not a brother, a hustle, a move like all I found the black woman not all like Ulls and the Yana past sister freedom. I the whole panel know what time for Bible thumping. The minute them see me come, reviation set. Frankie are the trendsetter. None of them can bother dance Saneta. None of them can bother dance Saneta. Them got a podcast but saw better.
Yeah. Coast to coast, we be banging. Bringing all this knowledge, we be slanging. In the HOK, we don't do no entertaining.
Speak the truth, speak the facts.
What the niggas just a layman. Better get on one accord. The future can be yours. Ancestors push you more. We gotta go explore the sciences and math. The future's based on class. You bout to catch my wrath. We turning up this track.
In the dark minds of the light.
The dark heart still fight. We gotta make this right. Talk right now. We learn how to stand up and stand proud. No man down. We fam now. House of the conscious, my clan now.
Frankie are the trendsetter. None of them can bother dance Saneta. None of them can bother dance Saneta. Them got a podcast but saw better.
When I look at you niggas, I see what I'm not. Go take him, a little bit of her, mix it with them, I put him in a pot. You still can't get none like me. It might sound the same, but it's unlikely. One white tee, if I lift it up, you niggas gonna see what it come might be. I thought I told ya. Affirmation, revelation, we some soldiers. Sonetta put this team together, now it's over. We got the weight of the world up on my shoulder. When you get conscious information, hearts turn colder. Now look at these trappers who rapping the same, so stuck in their lane, systemically, chemically. I'm thinking something is wrong with their brain. As long as they paid and flying the chain, I got nothing to say. They in love with the gang. I traded my gang for change, and now that I changed a few things, still say the same.
Frankie are the trendsetter. None of them can bother dance Saneta. None of them can bother dance Saneta. Them got a podcast but saw better.